Alrighty, guys, we should be live here at NAKD.com. Alright, there's that. I'm going to get everything set up here. Hopefully you guys had a great trading day. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'd help the NAKD.com community out a ton. Day 429 minus 140. And we're going to go change. Hope you guys had a great trading day. I am Stefan. What's going on? Just getting this on all out here. One sec. 140. There you are right there. Today is the 10th. Wait, there's that. Today's the 10th. Just getting that set up. We know what's going on. All right, guys. So just hopefully you guys had a great trading day. You know, today was a slower day, but there were some opportunities out there. Nothing insane. You know, I got caught up in all of it, and that is what it is. But you know, next week I'm going to be resetting everything. Going to be starting over, kind of just getting my head back on, making sure I'm not doing anything crazy, making sure I'm live, going over today's trading day down 140K. That makes me down 140, 430, 440, or 540, 580 in 2 days. All right, there's that. Yeah, I mean, today was just another oversized day. Another day where I, you know, oversized too much. And it caused problems for me. Erica, what's going on? Justin, The Wiz, Fire, what's going on? Corey, Alexander, what's going on? Let's go here. Go like this. Go like this. All right, go like this. Hopefully you guys have had a great trading day out there. Hopefully you guys have been trading well. I know that, you know, things have been a little slower. There has been opportunity, and, you know, the market is picking up a little bit. Not going to lie. You know, the liquidity and the volatility out there has been pretty nice. What's going on, Joel Watson, Steve Austin? Corey, what's going on? Alan, Mauricio, what's going on? Alright. Let me post this quick. There's this. I'm live going over today's trading day. Today's runners were... There was CYRN. There was AMC. There was BBIG, as always, guys. There was also... ICEE or ISEE. There was AFRM. All right, cool. There's that. Now let me post this. All right, cool. All right, guys. So, yeah, today is a red week. Today, you know, is a red day. We were going over yesterday's red day as well. You know, obviously, it's unfortunate that this is happening, but you know, as I always say, I learn from it, you know, and you move forward. And right now I realize, you know, there's not enough volatility and not enough liquidity for me to feel comfortable in the markets. You know, generally when I feel comfortable, we see whipsaws of 50 to 100 to 200 to 500 to 1,000% intraday. Or maybe day two, worst case scenario. And so, you know, when things don't have that, when things get slower, I'm not seeing the whipsaw price action, you know, that's when I tend to oversize and get forced out of things. And that's the way it goes. So, okay, hold on here, guys. Let me just make sure I'm going to post here. All right. Red day down 139,000 on a $1 million account. Here's all my trades. Pause if you need to. I'm live on Instagram, live on YouTube, Cam the Man. Red day down. All right, cool. There's that. What's going on, Eldrin? What's going on, Make Money Daily? Red day down 139,000 on a $1 million account. Here's all my trades. Pause if you need to. I'm live on Instagram, live on YouTube, Cam the Man. Red day down 139,000. All right, guys. Let me go live here on here. Another red day recap, guys. Unfortunately, you know, it is what it is. That's trading. All right, but let's go ahead and go over today's trading day. What's going on, Takeo? Okay, so basically today, guys, you know, I'll give it a couple seconds for people to kind of trickle on in. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon for making new videos. I'd really appreciate that, guys. It helps out the channel a ton. Subscribe. Like the channel as well. Make sure to share it to your friends if you have anybody interested in learning about trading. That way, you know, I can reach out to more people and hopefully change somebody's life in some way, shape, or form, making sure, you know, they learn something about either what not to do or something that works for them. Either way, you know, it's always good to see that. But anyways, so let me go ahead and go over GSAT. GSAT was a trade that I made today, and I thought, you know, since it consolidated yesterday, it's one of my top watches in a flag. It's known to be volatile. You know, we start to get a push over 3. and this thing can really rip and ramp. It's known to rip and ramp multiple times. It's done it, and you know, that was awesome. BBIG, another one where, you know, I tried to play this one. Luckily, I stopped out around like 1080s or let's see, close 1070, 1083. Cool. And, you know, I had a big position on it, but luckily I stopped out before this thing really tanked on off. You know, I was trying to see if this would pull like an AMC or something, but we started to fail, and I just couldn't feel comfortable in it. And that was that. And so, you know, between those 3 trades, that was today's day. And because, you know, it looks like nothing, it's 3 trades, but when you size with that much size, you can really screw you up. And I lost 140 grand on today's trading day. AFRN RM was one that yesterday I actually longed. I longed it in my long term because, you know, I liked the way it had gapped up. And then, you know, we had 3 red days. We're kind of going into the gap. I wanted to take a dip, so I started to take a dip. 89.97 is my average. And I didn't even know they had earnings, but I like to take that. And also the news on it I like. They were working with Amazon, and then they raised their guidance, and this thing took off. And, you know, it's up 35% today. So that's the fastest I've ever been paid out in my long-term account for a mindset of being long-term on this company 5, 10, 15 years down the road. So, you know, awesome position to be in here. Under $90 on this name long-term. You know, it looks like we're trying to make a move above the gap here. About 150 is all-time highs for the IPO. And a lot of good things going for this company. You know, partnering with Amazon, I believe, and, you know, having the installment plans being $50 or more, working with multiple companies, now working with Amazon. I think it's going to help out a lot of people. It's going to hurt some credit card companies overall because there's no interest. I don't know a ton about the company. All I know is that the chart looks great. As much as I do know about the company, it all looks very positive and looks like it's going forward nicely. And that's basically my day. So, you know, nothing too crazy out there, guys. You know, I wish that I could say that, you know, I'm up $500,000 or $1 million, but you know what? I'm not, and that's the way it goes. So, you know, I wish that, you know, today went better, but at the end of the day, problem is we're not seeing enough volatility, enough whipsaw price action intraday. We're not seeing enough volume and liquidity where I can get comfortable like I was in the first 3 months out of the year with the size that I'm taking. And with that being said, I need to size down then appropriately when things get inside 15 to 20 to 30% intraday volatility. Then that's when I need to size down appropriately. You know, if we're getting 100, 200, 300% runners intraday, you know, with a ton of whipsaw price action on a liquidity when there's no shortage of that either, sure, you know, I could easily get in and out of that thing and we could take advantage of that. But right now we're not seeing that. You know, the only thing that we've been seeing as of late is BBIG. And obviously this one's going crazy, but it's flagging right now. And, you know, other than that, guys, there's nothing too crazy out there. And, you know, something I really learned about myself is I exceed better than a lot of traders out there when it is volatile, when it is 30, 50, 100, 200, 300, 1,000, 2,000% intraday price action. That is when I exceed and I'm calm and I wait for my strikes and I take the dips and I sell the, you know, the late pops and all that good stuff. But when things are 20, 30, 50% on the day, you know, it's hard for me to take advantage of that. Number one, because usually liquidity's down. Number two, it's not enough price action. I want to see people get more emotional. And when it's not emotional, that's when I'm weak. That's when I'm not a great trader. And that's when I've been trying to work on that. I know myself, and I know that when things are volatile, I am fine. When things are not, that's when I struggle. And I'm working really hard on trying to make sure I can get somewhere where when things aren't volatile, I need to make sure I can take advantage of something like that. Because, you know, things aren't always going to be hot. When things are slower, I need to be able to take advantage of the slower times and just be okay with small price movements and take those bits and pieces at a time and make it consistent over the weeks and months at a time. You know, right now, over these past 4 months, I haven't been able to get comfortable sizing down, and you know, even though I repeat myself over and over and over and over again, eventually it'll click. I know it will. And so when it clicks, it'll all make sense. But right now, you know, when the market's slower, I'm just going to be sitting here getting chopped out of shit and just getting stuck in positions that, you know, I shouldn't be in and just bored as all hell. And right now, I'm bored as all hell. We're not seeing 1,000, 2,000, 3,000% runners, you know? Take me back to the GameStops. Take me back to the AMCs. I'll be right there, and I'll be more than licking my chops for those times. But right now, you know, we're not seeing that. And believe it or not, it does happen, I would say 5 or 6 times out of the year. And when it does, it creates months at a time of consistency for me. But right now, you know, when things are a little bit slower You know, we're not seeing huge intraday price action movements. When there's a move, it's all after hours. I mean, if you look at BBIG, a lot of these moves are after hours. You know, you look, okay, sure, we had this nice move intraday, you know, what, 70%, but then it made another huge move after hours. And then, you know, we have another, you know, $2 a share move, but nothing too crazy. And then the move happens right in the morning, whipsaw. You know, none of this is really able to take advantage of except for maybe right here. But even that's $2 a share. And then we make more move of an after hours. So all these things, guys, I mean, it's not really what we love to see as day traders. We want to see whipsaw. We want to see liquidity. We want to see churning. You know, take me back to when GameStop, you know, would just churn people out. I mean, let's see here. So if we go back to, I mean, just take me back to this day right here. Or, you know, look at all this whipsawness, right? All this emotion in here and in here. And, you know, then we have an emotional move here and in here. I mean, just take me back to those days because that's when I will strive. But right now, it's just so frustrating because this is when I struggle. And it's good that I'm going through this because I'm learning a ton about myself. But, you know, I know that I am a solid trader and I know what I do works. I've done it. I turned $1,171 into $5 million in 256 business days. Turned $1,171 and now in about $17.9 million in 429 business days. And, you know, honestly, I turned most of that $18 million. It was like 120 days ago. And I've just been in this stall where, you know, I haven't been able to uptrend much because I've been identifying my weaknesses. And my weaknesses are, like I said, when things get slow, I struggle. I don't have the emotion to size down and just take bits and pieces at a time. When things are moving, I will take advantage. That's when I'm my best. But when they're not, that's when I suck. And I'll just be honest as a trader, you know. But we all have to identify what we're good at, what we're bad at, and what we need to work on and what we need to continue to do well at. And right now, I mean, I know my weaknesses. I know my strengths. I continue to learn myself every day, and I will tell you guys that, you know, you guys need to learn about yourself more, learn how you react, learn what you do right, learn what you do wrong, figure out those ups and downs of a trader that you are, and go through it. It's a journey. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You know, we all figure out how we're going to trade properly under the emotional capabilities that you can handle. Not me, not someone else, just you, okay? So, anyways, I'm not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. I have a plan, a process, and a strategy. Free chat, link description below. My course teaching my process, link description below. Brokers that I use, link description below. Brokers, 2 free stocks, live to $1,400. Link description, scanner software I use, code CAM15, 15% off. Scanner settings I use, also in the links, all right there. Guys, I appreciate you guys for supporting the NorMangoTrading.com community. Feel free to shout me out if you feel like anybody can learn from this channel. I really appreciate that. It's 100% free chat room. I will see you guys on Monday. Study hard this weekend. Every single one of you guys. Let's put 5 hours down at least this weekend studying, okay? Study. 5 to 6 hours throughout, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Put in the time. Work hard. I don't want anybody being lazy this weekend. Nobody's going to give it to you, okay? You need to have the knowledge is up here, all right? I'll see you guys on Monday. Cheers, team, and go Hawks.